Hello, my name is Draconicrose. Welcome to a brand new series on Equilinox. Now, most of you may not have heard of this, but it is a rather charming one-developer game about evolution. It's a low-poly game, which means most things like this, but it's amazing and smooth and love it. So let's start by making a new world. I'm going to call this DR Gaming, because yes, I'm going to make it a wet world, and I'm going to leave the terrain as normal, though we can make the terrain smooth or hilly, but I'm leaving it as so we generate the world. And here is our world. Welcome to Equilinox. Click on the flashing taskbar, follow the first task to get started. So it doesn't really teach you how to things around, but you can middle click to rotate, WASD around, scroll wheel to zoom in, right click to pan, left click to select things. So pretty basic and standard mouse use. How much water we get? Where do I want to start? Actually, I'm going to start right here, and I'll explain what I mean by starting. Watching grass grow. Begin a new ecosystem. Start by planting some simple grass, not glass, and plant glass. Click on the grass in the plant shop and then place some seeds into the world. After a few seconds, the grass will grow to its full size. While you wait, you can select the grass in the world by clicking on it to see its current stats and other options. We go to the plant tab. There's various tabs. I think are pretty self-explanatory. So these are our diversity points, which we earn by having animals. This is how many diversity points we earn in a minute. This is the biome picker that pick biomes. Plant shop, animal shop, task list, music, and this is the progress we do. We everything and put everything. But back to our grass. Grass stuffed in. I'm going to spread them out a bit, just so that the system starts well. You can see the terrain is slowly turning greener. Away from the sun, here we go. Slightly turning greener, and we've completed the task. One fully grown grass stuff. Daisy unlocks the flower power. You need 6 grass stuffs and 3 fully grown daisies. So grab some daisies and put around 1. That is good enough. Now, there's no hotkey to speed up the time, but you can always left click here. Speeding up. You can literally watch grass grow. Here you go. Flower power. Done. Box the oak tree and first 3 task. Early game is getting plants. There we go. We are out of diversity for now, but as we complete tasks, get more diversity. That's okay. So we keep going. Oh, you can see the clouds reflected on the water. I love how smooth this game is, especially on my hardware. I'm playing on high in 180p. You'll notice that the terrain has turned green, and this is because the grass and daisies have created a grassland biome. Different species like living in different biomes. You can check their preferences in the species info pack. Grow a tree in the new grassland biome at a suitable altitude for this task. That, and we walk the sheep and for tasks, and like I said, we get diversity for our task. So let's go look at the sheep. You can always click the info button, by the way, to get information. I find the UI of this game very smooth and very good. Don't really need that much of a time. Anyway, the first time you fire it up, it will give you But let's look at our tasks. We have finished the more grass, which is just grass. Plant grass in other areas of the world to start spreading the wildlife. You can either buy new grass from the shop or choose the transplant option in the grasses action to move a grass tuft to a new area, but transplanting is expensive. Mark the stones and the wheat. So let's look at Sheepish. Time for some animals. Create a herd of sheep and ensure they are satisfied with their environment and eat. Information about their preferred surroundings and diet can be found in the species information panel. Healthy, happy animals provide you with a regular income of diversity points. Have 3 sheep with an environmental satisfaction of over 75. So according to the sheep information, they are herbivores, and they need their habitat, grassland, which what this is. They like trees, but they only need really grassland. And you can tell that this is grassland because by using the biome picker, I think, yes, hotkey B, yeah, it tells you how much grassland even is there. Dry land. Underwater. Okay, so most of this is grassland. Kinda not expanding that well. Let me just buy another grass. See if it'll help us out make more grass. But let's get the sheep. Need 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. Tiny, tiny sheep that you can barely see. They are already asleep. Oh. I'm pirate. Where? Task 2. Everything. Loser and Pongo. Okay, so we have 3 happy sheep. Which should, where are they? Oh, it should almost get us there. Someone is not satisfied. Why? Performance rate. Oh. As one of y'all is not really satisfied. Here we go. Environment 58. You like trees, so your problem here. You're not close enough to it. But we can take control of the sheep. And using the WASD, you can rotate it and then W, make it move, and pressing shift. And then we cancel, and there we go. The sheep is supposed to. And there will be a task for that. So environment 80. 8. 5. Why? Suitable biome. Happening. Grassland. Oh, that's your biome. The grass just stop growing or something? Let's quote unquote waste our diversity points getting more grass in. So this gets a green and vibrant grassland. Now when when grass grows and reproduces, it should spread out. It shouldn't go extinct, at least not. Okay, so we just guess we just need to wait a little. Let's look at wheat breed. You can use your current wildlife to unlock new species. Select a grass tuft in the world and go to the evolution tab, and then pay some diversity points to start evolving the wheat speed. You'll need to meet certain requirements for the evolution process to progress. That's hard to say in a row. In this case, you'll need some stones nearby. Okay, so I'm probably going to need to generate a few more diversity points, so we'll speed up. that should be enough. And for some reason stones count as plants. So we're gonna bring some stones down here. Because I already know that when you... well, that plant is weak. Oh boy, everyone is old. Well, this one I think is good enough because you can tell in their info panel that their average lifespan is 4.5 hours, so kinda want a plant that isn't about to die. Right. So this one seems good. And we can spend some diversity points to start the progress to wheat, but we need more stones near. So let's do that as soon as we can. No. Oh, 70. But it was... but enough, so... stones are nearby. 215 diversity points and we'll be able to start the app. So these sheep actually spawned with a grey coat color and they can spawn from white to black. Oh, there we go. We have the sheep. Yes. That's enough diversity points for us to start the wheat evolution. Are you still? No, you're now you're too old. Now here's a young one. So I keep going to this one because it's a Felix, but yeah, the evolution tree, right? So start breeding. Now this grass tuft will have a progress bar going, and once it's done, it will have evolved into a wheat plant. Now, if it for some reason dies while evolving, it's no problem. You can just select another grass tuft, continue. How are the daisies? They're doing okay. Good growth rate. Very nice. I wonder if you might want to put it, because it's kind of looking like the sheep can move out of their environment pretty easily. That over there. I saw a shiny. Okay, back to the tasks. Cashing in, diversity points. Actually, let's start by here. Complete all the tasks in Equilinox. So this is our goal for this series. There's 53 tasks apparently. Cashing in this diversity points per minute. Diversity points are your currency in Equilinox. You can start earning this diversity points from animals or by completing tasks. Every animal produces a small amount of diversity points, and we have a new sheep. Get it? Ah, there it goes. Every animal produces a small amount of diversity points per minute, which healthier, happier, full-grown animals producing more. In the toolbar, you can see the total amount of diversity points that you're earning per minute from your animals. And we have successfully bred. Nice. So, wheat breeder. You can use your current wildlife to unlock a new species. Did? But even though it... well, it isn't not. So, let's plant a few more. Okay, and this one is like favorite one. I don't know why I was available. Pick up. It happened. So we'll get our reward. We've unlocked chicken, unlocked the seaweed, and 3 new tasks for chicken. So genetic modification. When you select a plant in the world, you can see its current traits in the traits tab. When the plant breeds, these traits get passed on to its offspring with slight variations. Clicking the selective breed option allows you to modify the traits that get passed on. Use this to create a new stylish blue version of the daisy flower. You have 3 fully grown light blue daisy in the world. Okay, let's grab a daisy. One that is better off. So they live for 6 hours. This one is good. And we activate selective breeding. And we edit color. So the one we want is light blue. We can actually the diversions. Like for example, I can make it a pinkish blue or full light blue, and the more light blue it is, the more in diversity points. There's other colors as well, including unnatural colors that cost a lot. But we will buy that, and we'll have this one starting to breed for light blue daisy. Now that plus sign, I think it just means that it is being selectively performance buff. No buffs. And good behavior. Oh, have a wheat that on over here or just over here? Grass, wheat, very nice. Where are the other? Here they are. Not entirely sure if they very good, like they're not spread out at all. Let's hear. That's another daisy. They did spread out a little. I think we can rotate it. There was a way to kinda. No, I don't remember. But there was a way to just search for organisms. Anyway, still grass. More tasks. Okay, light blue daisy going. Diversity. You can now start to breed more and more species from the current plants and animals that you have in the world. Use the evolution system to unlock some new species to add more diversity into the world. If you're not sure what to evolve next, check the progress tab in the toolbar or ration. The progress tab in the toolbar. So that's checklist, biome picker. I think they do mean the checklist because it's the one that says progress, right? But it wants us to evolve the buttercup species and 3 new species of plant. Cool. And our light blue daisies have bred, and we have unlocked them, and we get our reward. So let's go see what kind of plants we can breed. It's the light blue daisies. Get them. Cute. Yes, I like them. Let's see what we can unlock from the grass. Wild mint and oregano. Well, wild mint biome needs more than 85% grasslands. Might want to start breeding one around somewhere. Oh, let's look. 48. Oh boy, we need a lot more grasses. Oh, this is the best place for it. 100% grassland. So, start. No, size trait. Oh. Okay, so let me grab more grass. I want to make this area like super grassland. Waste all of my diversity. So if I select the wild mint, now the biome is met, but the size trait is not good enough. Ah, there we go. So we have to selectively breed these, or for 1.5, so that is that plus, yeah, plus 1%, right? So let's try it out, and we'll see how the breeding. Where did my plant go? Did my grass get eaten? My grass got eaten, didn't it? Aww, oak tree died. Okay. Oh, look! Keep eating grass. 2.3, 2.1, 2.6. Actually, one way to guarantee I get the fresh grass stuff is just to buy one. I suppose it... Oh! This one... Ah, here we go. You can check the sizes of them. Oh, this one's the correct size. The biome though? Oh, we need grassland. Oh, soup. But you can see that sizes are kind of spread out. Like, most of them here have size 1.0. So I wonder if that came about because I selectively bred a grass stuff to have more. Let's see what happens if I do that. And it breathes. I mean, I suppose it should breathe. By the way, the way to activate that is just select this on the trait and it shows what everything is being displayed. By displaying size, we can move that here. So I do want it to breathe, hopefully, and see if we can get a... Ah, here we go, a new one, size 0.1, so I do have to go give it 4 more. So that's what we are selectively breeding for. So now new plants, new grasses, you can see have the size requirements, so we can evolve the mint as soon as we have enough diversity points. Our diversity points per minute aren't doing very well. Even though our sheep population is growing. We started with 3 sheep, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And look at that behavior, baby sheep following mommy. Ah, it's adorable. There's animals in this game. Look at them. So nice. Do you have a... Oh, because I am sort of selectively... No. Have to find any that can... The grass is not really spreading this way. Is odd. Does that mean I... These are all size 1.0. And this... Oh. Okay. So basically I kind of have to wait. And let these breathe until they're again back at the... One. Can I breathe you yet? Nope. New? Not enough grassland already. Get some more grassy. 78, 89, 80. There we go. Can I review yet? Get more diversity points per minute. Okay. I think the thing to do here is to speed up the time a little bit. Get the diversity points we need. Okay. Now we are on the diversity points we need and we can start breeding. Perfect. Now the buttercup species I think might be related to daisy. It is. But it needs a yellow trait. I don't want the blues to die out. What are these? These are like slightly pinkish, I suppose. I don't. How's the biome here? It's a decent grassland. So, I'm going to select these. Hello. Oh boy, that's a lot of diversity points. Never mind, we definitely need more animal tasks. So, satisfied chicken. Create a suitable area for chickens to live in, where they have enough food to survive and are satisfied with their environment. Then you can add your first chickens into the world. So, need 3 chickens that are satisfied. Look at them. Chicken. The chicken is a simple bird which enjoys spending its days wandering around pecking at wheat seeds. Chickens can also lay eggs which hatch into chicks after a while. Chickens prefer to live in grassy areas, but there are many trees and are often hunted by various predators. So, we want grassland with a lot of, but not trees. So I guess we could start around here. Oh look, the grass tufts have moved. So let's there we go. Evolving pause because the organism died. But we can select another organism. Wait, what was I evolving again? Oh, the mint, right? Can you continue it? No, you're not in a good biome. You're not as well. Let me see all sizes. Because you actually need a suitable organism to do it. How about you? You can. So continue evolving. Please end and now we need to see what the wheat needs. So the wheat spreads grassland biome, so we can definitely just make a biome over here. The grassland over here is dying out. You also spread grassland. Kinda odd. You're not in enough grassland. Are you? So continue and hopefully it'll finish evolving them in before that. But here we go. Yay! Made a wild mint. Please go up here. Because it should spread the grassland vibe. Yes, good. Now this here is requiring way more grass. I'm not entirely sure how the spread works. Ooh. Daisy with a mutation. It's a green daisy. Oh. Awesome. So yeah, you can then unlock stuff just by letting things breed. Kind of sucks that the grassland here is kind of the way it's. But anyway, I need more grassland to spread over here so that I can because you're like speed. Oh, the stones. Right. Yeah, getting animals in is going to be quite necessary. Here we go. Adding a few more stones over here so that we can tap here. But they should spread more and more grassland. I wonder what controls how much of edibility now. Want fruiting rate. Ah. Okay, so that's how fast it produces. Okay. Hopefully the wheat will grow strong over here because... And once again, let's speed up the time. Let's go look at some animals so that we have that. Need this. Ah, look at the sheepies. Oh, they're so good. Ah. And there we go. That should be enough to get at least. I think. This is good. So chickens, they're born from eggs. Pyramid egg. Named Blast, healthy, a little hungry, but it will stay this way till it has. Environment is very nice. Favorite biome, suitable biome. Favorite disliked species, none. So it's nice. First generation, growing, mixed diet, hatching from egg, and even as an egg, oh, there it goes, playing around. It was giving us diversity points per minute. Pretty good. So these can evolve into sparrows and ducks, and they have a few things that we can collectively breed them for, and the growth rate at 150%. We'll let our chicken live until we can give it a partner. Want at least 3 of them, though I think before that I want to get that one, maybe a little bit. No, it likes the speed. Nice. The little chicken is growing, already bigger than it was. 73%, so it's almost an adult. And I wonder if it can reproduce sexually. I really am. Because I'm not entirely sure. Let's speed up the time. I wonder if... all of it. Raising... food... raising again... up! And there we go! There's a second chicken. So yeah, they reproduce sexually. I think it's better to think of this as a representation of species rather than an individual animal, though they do have individual names, so... take that as you will. Alright, 3 chicken in the world, with environmental satisfaction over 70%. Ta-da! And we've unlocked the rock item. But, trying... if I can claim any rewards, no, what do I have in progress? The diversity points per minute. Need more animals for that. No real way around it. I could have a sheep, like, more sheep spread out. Because I don't think they're spreading out much on their own. They're pretty much staying within the confines of the original biome and eating out all of the... at our blue daisies. Aren't they cute? And what happened to the green daisies? Did they manage to spread out, or are we stuck with the one sweep? I think so. There's a white one. Although green ones would be pretty hard to see. Those look normal. Don't even see any blue ones around here. Like they're pretty much confined to this area. At least they exist. So the buttercup, yeah, color trait yellow, and we need to evolve that on a flip. So color trait, ooh, yellow. That's a big one to buy. But there we go. There's a little bit of spreadage going through here. Not much though, because this is not a good. Then what? A rock. Category: large rock, stones, non-living. For animals that prefer to live in habitats that are rocky. Desert, snow, and swamp. So this would be a barren land. So that's how we know how to spread them. Put 2 grass tufts over there. Try and make it a little bit more grass-like. I mean, we can see that the grass spreads around the edges. And even this island that was kind of more barren around the edges is getting better. I think the problem is that the sheep here eat a lot. I mean, just grab one and send it to another place. Or chicken. They're nice. They're going. We have 6 of them. So that's from just one chicken. Yeah, they're okay, and we need to evolve the buttercup to finish that task. Aren't we evolving around here somewhere? Actually, oh, we're earning enough for that. Up here's some yellows. There we go. Satisfaction 85%. So go and see what satisfies them. Grassland with grasses around. So we need a tulip that's somewhere around here. Well, this one isn't yellows. Defeats the point. And I have to wait until these go back up, or I just grab some grass to put around. Yeah. And we start breeding the butter. Hopefully, it will still spread out. The yellow color ones. They're not yellow. They're certainly not yellow. Selectively breed you for yellow, just to make sure. Yeah, figured that would happen. Just to make sure that we are getting a few of them that indeed become yellow enough to get us the buttercup. There you go. Anyone growing over here? Well, you're a yellow one. And continue evolving. Good. Good and neat and correct. And there's another one growing. Yeah, it'll probably be fine. Speed up the time. And look, our sheep over here are also spreading out. This is great. I like it that the animals are spreading. The chicken are having more trouble with that, but that's fine. It's probably not going to happen until the wheat does it. Just to help it out, I'm going to add a few rocks around. And that way, once the grassland spreads, the wheat also starts finding compatible tiles over there to spread. Now this chicken looks like it wants to be like a duck. Which we will evolve. Eventually we don't have the thing. Come on. That is almost done. There we go, we bred a buttercup. What can it be? No. Oh. I mean, here. I'm going to put it here. Information. A group of small yellow flowers that grow in woodland biome. Enjoyed mainly by insects, but some animals also appreciate the extra splash of color in their habitat. It's spreads woodland biome, so this isn't actually that good of a place to have it. And I'll transplant it. Where do I want it to? Like around here. Let's start making some woodland around here. Spreads. Sycamore, then spreads woodland. Okay, so that's probably what we'll do evolve next, but that will be left for next time and such a thing, because this episode has already gone long. What can I say? It's a fun game to tweak and poke and add species and just do strange buttercup. See? See? This is what we get. Green one again, but will it eat? Not sure. Oh, it can evolve further. But anyway, like I was saying, that'll be it for this episode. If you enjoyed it and want to see more Equilinox, don't forget to subscribe. Ring that bell so that you'll get notified when I upload another episode. Until then, please don't forget that here, there be dragons. Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk, and if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.